We begin in the United States, where President-elect Donald Trump has continued to promise to crack down against illegal immigration on day one of taking office. With Inauguration Day just about a month away, Donald Trump's rhetoric about deporting over 1 million migrants is increasing. This comes after the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, released data of the number of illegal migrants who are reportedly being marked for deportation. According to the ICE document, 1.5 million migrants have been identified for deportation, with the highest number of undocumented residents being from Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, and El Salvador.
If you're an African living abroad, especially in the US, it's time to get real. With Trump back in office, his administration has announced a 6-month timeline for mass deportation.
I bring a message from Donald J. Trump. If you are in this country illegally, in 6 months, pack your bags because you're going home.
Here is why returning home willingly could be a better choice than waiting it out.
I've been curious to ask this question. Why is it that wherever Africans are, they are being treated like second-handed people? Don't get me wrong, I didn't say they should treat us the same way they treat their citizens. Also, I've been curious to ask this question. By the way, I don't really blame any country that treats Africans the way they do, because even us in Africa, we are not being treated fairly. But my question is, if Africa was developed like America, Europe, Asia, would there be any need for Africa to travel? If Africa had the basic necessity that our citizens supposed to have, would there be any need for an Africa to travel? For example, if there is the water, there is light, there is employment, would there be any need for any Africa to travel? This got me curious with this woman who went viral, who was buried in the desert. If this woman is not old, I think she should be about 49 to 50 years old, walking through the desert, going to search for greener pasture. Now, I'm just curious to ask too, is there not a body that will govern presidents that should, in case their citizens are not being treated well or fed well or provided with the basic necessity, they will be sanctioned? Please, I just want to say this. If you guys don't want Africans in your country, you guys should come together, talk to the African presidents. They should be able to provide basic necessity for their own citizens so that Africans too will rest in their own country. Also, there won't be any need for pushback. There won't be any need for deportation here and there. We don't want you. We don't do that. There won't be any need for that. Everybody will rest in their own countries.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Robbie Masaga. Today I want to share my thoughts on recent news about Donald Trump's plan to deport immigrants, with a significant number being from Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Mexico, China, and India. Let's acknowledge that immigration is a very complex issue. People leave their countries because of various reasons. People leave because of poverty, because of violence, because of lack of opportunities, and some of them just want to go or they're looking for greener pastures. So I understand that deportation can be very heartbreaking to some people because some of them still haven't found that peace back at home. Maybe there are countries that they are still fighting. So if they are deported, where will they go back to? I know these are the kind of questions that they ask themselves. But I believe there's an opportunity hidden within this challenge. And that is why I want to talk to my fellow Africans.
A foundational black American recently told me he wants to kick Africans out of America. And then I asked him this simple question. How are you going to do it? What's your plan? Tell me your plan of how you want to kick out Africans from America. A foundational black American in America says he wants to kick out Africans from America. So I asked him that. And I noticed something. When I asked him to tell me his plan, the play-by-play plan of how he and his people want to kick out Africans from America, he had no answer for me. He stuttered. He was stuttering. And he did not answer my question because he had none. But instead of him to answer my question, to tell me his plan, he started going back to a bunch of what they always do, rhetorics, right? Oh my God, you guys come here and you buy into the system, you buy into the propaganda, you think you're better than us. I'm like, that might be the case, but that's not most Africans in America. Most Africans in America are too busy trying to live to be so invested in this. You see what you look for. And if you see Africans talking shit, block them. I don't think it warrants a movement. But when I asked him this question, what's your plan? I think that's when it kind of dawned on him that you are not really who you think you are. You're not. Because the black American does not control the economy. The black American man, especially, does not control politics. The black American man doesn't control the police. The black American man doesn't control the military. The black American man doesn't even control ICE, immigration. So how are you going to kick out Africans from America? Or are you going to outsource your responsibility to another group of men? Are you going to wait for Donald Trump to try and do that for you? So that means you're not as powerful as you are, because then the power is not in the foundational black America's hand. It's in the hands of the white man. And then I asked another question, and asked another question to this guy. I was like, okay, fair enough. In the hierarchy of priorities in America, because they always talk about how they are better than us, how we Africans are less than, we have no drinking water, we are. I mean, these guys, when they talk, you would think these guys run America, and they don't, right? And it's funny because they always try to paint Africa as this struggling continent, which it is, but it's not as blatant as they paint it to be. But I ask him, okay, are you going to wait for Donald Trump, a white man, to do your job for you? And why are you not focusing on other communities that actually do have the power in America? Why are you focused on Africans? I'm not saying Africans are totally not guilty. My point is, from a priority of power, Africans are also at the bottom of the barrel. Because it's whites, Asians, Indians, Jews, Arabs, Latinos, and then blacks. Overall. And even in America, according to the data, the highest earning black ethnic group are Nigerians. So even in America, according to the data collected and the earnings, Nigerians are the highest earning. In the UK too, Nigerians are the highest earning. So it's not even you as a foundational black American who cuts off all ties to Africa. So my point is, to those people, and I've sent invites to people because I want to talk to people, but nobody has accepted my invite yet. Nobody has accepted my messages. I want to have a one-on-one with this kind of people. So please, if you know any FBA guy that is willing to have a one-on-one chat, just me and him or her, to just iron things out and suss it out, I'm open. I'm free next week. I'd love to have a chat with these people because a lot of it makes no sense to me and they focus on Africans a lot. So as an African man, I want to also focus on them, but in a very structured and practical way. It makes no sense to me.
Honestly, I can't believe the way some Africans are reacting towards the mass deportation thing. Like, I've been holding this for a while now, but my stomach is neither a storage unit nor a warehouse. So I'm going to say it out today, here and right now. After the election results were made public, some Africans took to their social media, celebrating. Thank God. I can't wait for them to go back home where they belong. Hallelujah. Jehovah, oh, Haile Mary, gracias. Haile, gracias. I know 50 in New York without papers. I can help point them out. I know some who are living here without papers. I know where they now live. Some thought we were on the same level. I'm happy they're going to be going back to Africa soon. I was like, I took screenshots of all these posts and stories. That's a video for another day because I'm going to call them out. Some of these folks came to America through the back door. Some of them used all types of unorthodox means to get immigration benefit, aka green card. Some of them are married to their great-grandmothers who are supposed to be in care homes or on retirement. But they go around, babe, I want to go pick up my wife. I came to pick up my wife. I came shopping with my wife. You turn to see the wife with a walking stick. Wife. Wife. Your wife. These same people, they are the ones championing, praying on bended knees for their fellow Africans to be deported.
I know some of you went out there looking for greener pastures. Some of you were running away from violence. And the moment you heard about deportation, you are asking yourself, where am I going to go back to? Maybe you don't have a home back in Africa. Maybe you don't have anything back here. But take this as a challenge. Maybe this is time for you to come back home, to come and rebuild home. Majority of you who are out there, we want you back here. We want you to come and create opportunities, because right now you have the knowledge, maybe you have money to even invest. You can come back and start businesses here. Create opportunities for fellow Africans who are here, who are jobless, who are also planning to go out there. And the moment they get there, they get deported. Come back home, create opportunities for them. We have lots of land. Our continent is very big. It can accommodate all of you. Come back home and invest. So if you come back home and create opportunities for them, you're going to save Africa. Yes, you went out there. You helped America establish. Right now, it doesn't want you there because they're done. Whatever they wanted from you, you already provided. So they don't need anything else from you right now. That is why they want to deport you. Because right now, to them, you're useless. You can come back home with your money, with your knowledge that you acquired from there. Bring it to Africa. Come create something better back home. Create it for you, for the youths, for the young Africans. China and India, they are where they are because their citizens who are in America invested back home. Look at how developed China is. You cannot compare Africa with China because their citizens were, they were smart enough to invest back home. Why not do the same thing? Come invest in Africa. Some of them don't even want us in their businesses. Like the other day we saw in Uganda, a Chinese restaurant doesn't want Ugandans to dine there. So come to Africa, take advantage of whatever these foreign investors are doing back here. They are taking all those opportunities from us when we have our people who are capable of, starting those businesses. Majority of you have been in America for so many years. So I believe you have what it takes for you to start a business in Africa. I believe you have what it takes for you to invest back home. And when you invest, of course it's going to benefit you, but it's also going to benefit Africans. We also want Africa to be up there in future. For how long will people keep saying that Africa is the poorest continent? Because right now, Africans are very smart. They are learned. Why can't we join forces and create these opportunities for ourselves? Why are we letting foreigners come here, exploit, take our minerals, take our resources, and they go develop their own countries? The moment they are fully developed, they don't want you there. They want to deport you. And you still want to prove why you should be there when you have a land back here in Africa. Some of you have never invested in Africa and you still don't want to invest in Africa. You want to fight so hard to prove why they should allow you keep living there. You've invested there, you've bought properties, but remember, the moment they deport you, they don't deport you with your properties. They don't. It's the state which is going to repossess everything that you've acquired there. They're the ones who are going to benefit. That is actually the intentions. They know you've acquired a lot in America. And the moment they deport you, who's going to benefit? It's them. It's them who are going to benefit. And more immigrants will go there, do the same, get deported. So you might think that it's the end of you, but you have somewhere to go back to. You have Africa to come back to. I understand that it's very hard for you to pack and leave. But let me tell you guys, some challenges come with blessings in disguise. And east or west, home will always be the best. So for you to come back here, You're not coming back to struggle. You're coming back to create something greater for yourself and for more people out there. Come, improve our education system. Start businesses. Create opportunities for people out there. You're coming to do something. It's not like you're coming back here to suffer like you're suffering before. You're coming to create something better. I don't know how many of you understand what I'm trying to say. Majority of these first world countries, they are very smart and they've outshined us in terms of thinking. They allowed you to go there because they knew you'll help them improve their economy. And right now that they are stable enough, they don't want you. And you still want to fight to be there instead of you to come back and do the same for your continent, for your people. Africa has a lot. It has a lot to offer, and you're letting them exploit. They come here, exploit, they go build their economy, they go develop their countries, and you're there working hard for them. Instead of you coming back home and do the same. Imitate what they do and come do the same in Africa. You just don't know how many people are jobless here. You don't know how many people are suffering, and you have a chance to make a change. Come back, let's fight these politicians together. Politicians who are selling our resources. Do you want our resources to finish even before we develop Africa? Is that what you people want? So that we can keep begging? So that we can wait for handouts to feed our people, to feed our kids? We don't have good education system. And now that you have the knowledge, you can come and improve that education system. Improve the lifestyle of people in Africa. Majority of people who are back here at home, they want to change their lives, but they don't have anything. They don't have capital to start anything. They don't have money to invest on anything. That is why they want your help. We can't keep running away from our problems. We need to face those challenges. We need to face our problems and create a better future for all of us. Majority of you are running away. Each and every day you are running away from your problems. We need to face them. That's why I'm urging you people, see this as an opportunity to come and create your continent great. It might be tough for some of you, but this is a great opportunity for you to come back home and make a change. Yeah, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. And remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. And until next time,